We're back. So I phoned my dad. He didn't answer. I phoned my sister. She didn't answer. So finally I got a hold of Grandma. They were all in the same place. But I found my Swerve brown sugar replacement. So if you need a sugar-free replacement for anything, Swerve is really good. Usually if I'm making like a big recipe, I'll combine like if I'm doing like a granular sugar, I'll combine Swerve with Splenda to kind of balance out the aftertastes. But Swerve does several different sugar replacements. So they have confectioner sugar, white sugar, and brown sugar. So highly recommend. They're really good. The texture is very similar, so that's really nice. But yeah, so got lucky on that front. Very grateful that was still here, and I'm really just finishing out. I've got more than a third of a cup in here. I didn't want it to be, because I'm already lacking a little bit on the butter that exploded. But all of my family on my dad's side is in the same place today. So apparently my sister's son had gone to bed before everyone got into town last night. And so when he woke up this morning and came downstairs, then everybody is in the kitchen. He was a little bit like, whoa, what's going on here? But so it's my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt and uncle, their 3 kids, and then my sister and her husband and their 2 kids, and then my brother and I believe his girlfriend will be on their way today. I know he will. I'm not sure if she will be there or not, but generally they're a package deal. So, but yeah, so lots of people. Used to be when all of us were together, it was about 18 people, but now we have 2 contingents of the family in Florida now, and then we also have people that have gotten married and had kids and all of those things. So the one thing about Swerve is it's very sticky, so I'm going to wash my hand off. All right. Okay, now we just need the nuts and one other thing. Flour. Right. 1/3 cup of flour, and then a 1/2 cup of nuts. Ooh. A full cup of nuts. So if you do make this, my sister doesn't really care for nuts, so she usually makes this, and if you're going to be around people that have allergies, obviously, she usually makes this without the nuts on the top, and I've done that before, and the topping feels very thin when you do it without the nuts, so it really fills it out if you do it with nuts. So if you're an anti-nut person, that's okay. I'm not going to judge you for it, but it does make a big difference when you do actually have the nuts. So, okay. Flour, our butter. Our 1/2 cup of sugar, and then our whole cup of nuts. I never really know how to mix this. I need to preheat my oven again. It ran out. I'm using, we have our, I think I've talked about it before on the channel, but we have our little, I say little, we have our toaster oven, our Breville toaster oven, and it is a beast, but it's really nice for this because the sweet potato casserole always takes longer than I think it's going to bake. So if I'm doing the 2 different things, it's nice to put this in there so it's out of the way, and then I can just kind of let it go while I'm working on the corn pudding. Because the recipe says that it's supposed to take like 25 to 30 minutes, and it always takes me at least 45. But, okay, so here we go. Oh, it's a little ice cream. I also just I like the shape of brown sugar, like the way that it conforms to the, it packs in, it holds its shape whenever you dump it into a bowl. It's so nice. I don't know why. I just find it aesthetically pleasing, I guess. We can't all make sense. Okay. is it? Probably later than I want it to be. I can't read the clock right now. I have a very hard time reading blue letters from any distance. Or numbers, I guess. Okay. I should have stirred up my butter again before I put this in there, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. So you just kind of have the flour and the butter in there to just stick it all together. It's really mostly the nuts and the sugar, and it's so good. So usually when I eat the sweet potato casserole, what I'll do is I'll get a scoop and I will flip it over upside down, and I'll eat the topping last because I like the topping so much. It's very good. It's just like a layer, but it's so good. Okay, like a tiny little layer. Speaking of such things, have y'all ever had orange top salad or blueberry salad? Those are both things that like my grandma made, and it's like a. Oh, I always have a hard time spreading this, and this is why. That's why I wash my hands when I do this, so I can do things like this, and it's not like gross. They're both like it's like a. Gosh, how do I even describe it? So when I say salad, it's like, you know how potato salad is called potato salad, but it's not really salad. It's kind of like that sort of a vibe. Or like if you've had Watergate salad or cherry salad, something along those lines. They've got big band music blaring outside, and it's inconsiderate, but also I'm not mad about the choice of tunes. Anyway, it's kind of like that sort of a vibe for most of the salad, and there's a layer of Jell-O on top. And I'm just fascinated by it, and also not brave enough to try because I feel like it wouldn't go well. I also don't know if Alex would care for it, and I don't want to make it for just me. But the orange top is like it's a white base, and I think it's got like celery in it. It's fairly sweet, but it's like it's got some crunch to it, which I think would freak Alex out on the texture side. Alex does not care for any of the things that I'm making today. He doesn't care for corn in general, which I think is weird, but he also just doesn't do like soft textures, so like oatmeal is not his vibe, which I also had for breakfast. He just doesn't care for sweet potato casserole. Or like brown sugar carrots. Anyway, we're way off topic here because I'm always so on topic. But yeah, so then you've got that layer underneath, and then you have just an orange Jell-O layer on top. And I don't know how that works. My mom used to talk about, she's like, I'm terrified to even try because I like the timing is so precise. So I don't really know what that means. But yeah, so someday I'd like to try it. Maybe when the kids are older and I know that they will. Maybe after we finally get up to Alex still has not been to my grandparents' house, which is just wild because they've been there pretty much as long as I can remember. I have some vague memories of the house before this place, but they've been here for a good long time. There's like a loft upstairs type vibe, and it's had this huge like game closet area, so all of our board games were in there, and we like all 9 grandkids would just pile in up there. And so it was great for when we were growing up. There was space for everybody. All right. We are good to go. I forgot to preheat my oven, but here we go. That little pecan's trying to escape. It is ready to go, and I will check back in with y'all in the next however long it takes for it to cook and let you know. I should probably take a shower. Yeah, I need to go do that.